All right, everybody, we are back with one of my very close friends, a very special guest here to have on our Day of Giving stream. We're here with Chandler Eddleton, who is a member of the women's basketball team and a DPT student in her grad program here. You're like a scholar, girl, loving it. So you're on the women's basketball team, but something that probably a lot of people know, a very fun fact about you, very special fact about you, is that you were the first Marymount student to be named top 30 national finalist in all divisions for the NCAA Woman of the Year program. Tell me a little bit about, that award and kind of what that meant to you. Being the first Marymount student, having something like that attached to your name, and it was something that you earned. I mean, you worked for that and earned it. But
yeah, I feel like it's something that you never really expect. I think it's something that kind of shows the true embodiment of what a student athlete is and kind of encompasses all parts of, me and a bunch of the other people that were nominated and then won the award as well. I think a lot of times athletes are really just known for what they do on the field, on the court, in the pool, stuff like that, but you don't realize how much work goes in outside of that, whether it's academics, community service, all the other things that make up who a person is. And I think that award and just that nomination really is a chance for myself and a bunch of other people like myself to be able to show that to other people, which is cool.
Yeah, I think you put that into a great perspective. Not only is that a way for you to excel on the basketball court, which we know you can do, but you excel outside of that, not only in the classroom, but in service, and all that. It's what that award encapsulates. So with that, tell me a little bit about, the community service aspect of that award. What were some of the projects that you and your teammates and classmates all participated in?
Yeah, I think one of the main ones that women's basketball and men's basketball as well puts on here is the Special Olympics. We do the tournament every year, kind of an all-day event, which is fun because it's cool to give the experience that we deal with every day and get to, play games and have our fans and family there. It's good to be able to give back and to let other people do the same thing. So that's a really big one for us. We also do a lot of stuff with St. Andrew's Community Garden at the church right down the road, whether it's, helping clean out all of the debris and stuff from the past season so that they can get ready to plant, or picking vegetables, packaging, stuff like that. We've also done some of the food drives around campus, competing against other teams.
Yeah.
And then personally, I do a lot of stuff within my sorority, whether it's packing lunches for food insecurity in elementary schools around the Alexandria area, or reading books for leadership development with elementary school age kids. So I kind of do a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
I like being able to do stuff with my team, but also stuff outside of that, and stuff with basketball, but also just stuff that's completely different too. So.
Yeah. So, as I stated earlier on, you were here in your grad year with the DPT program. Why did you decide to stay here at Marymount?
I feel like people might not believe me when I say this, but I feel like Marymount was literally the perfect fit for me. In undergrad, my experience was amazing. I played all 4 years. I had a great academic experience, and I thought, why not be able to do it one more time and be able to play with my team, but also be able to, still continue the relationships I built here with the faculty, with the administration, and then just translate that over into my grad school experience. But I also love the area, and I've just kind of developed a second home up here.
Yeah.
So it was kind of perfect when I found out I could just go straight in from one degree to another.
Yeah.
So I was glad that I could stay and be able to, be around the place I love.
So with that, tell me a little bit about your thesis paper that you did on community service and leadership.
Yeah, so I did my honors thesis on mental health in college athletes and just looking at the impact of community service on that. I think here we push a lot of community service, we push a lot of mental health, but I didn't realize, even myself, the positive correlation between the two. Mental health and just doing community service activities can actually benefit one's mental health, especially when you're doing it as a team activity. So the community gardens, the Special Olympics, that's really good for community service, but it's also really good for athletes' mental health, especially in something that can be so taxing, both physically, mentally, emotionally. It can be a lot sometimes, but being able to do those things as a team together actually boost your mental health.
I think about how fun Special Olympics is. And, you may be stressed with school, or, some people are in season when Special Olympics is going on, but it's so much fun that's all you're focused on in that moment.
Yeah. So that was pretty cool to be able to do the data and, run everything and get those results and see that there actually is a positive correlation between the two.
and not to rush into, you know, what's going to be your life eventually, but looking into, you know, post Marymount life, which we all will encounter one day.
Yeah.
What are your goals for yourself, Chandler?
I think my biggest one is I'm excited to kind of get into the profession that I'm going to school for.
Yeah.
PT is something that's been a really big part of my life with family members and stuff like that, but I'm also going through my own journey with PT now, having surgery in December. So it's been really cool to see like what my future will be and how it's positively impacted me so far. I'm really excited to be able to do that for others. Just another way for me to give back and then stay involved in, you know, the field I like, athletics and sports, but also be able to help people and just kind of share that with everyone. So I'm pretty excited for the future, not to look ahead, but it'll be exciting.
Well, Chandler, you have done nothing but represent Marymount athletics and Marymount as a whole positively in the last 5 years. 5 years. I'm like, are you only 1 year older than me? I can never remember. And it has, you know, been great to watch you not only as a peer, but also a friend over the last course of my 4 years. So I'm excited for you to see what the future holds for you. And I want to thank you for everything that you've done, you know, over the course of Marymount. And I know you're a busy woman, so I want to thank you for taking the time out of your day to sit down here and chat with me today.
Yeah, thanks for having me.